got some challenges food-wise coming up this week. Tonight, there's people that I swim with, a wonderful bunch of people. They've organised a meal out tonight at an Italian restaurant, a local Italian restaurant that's just opened up in the old part of town. So myself and my husband are going, and obviously I think there's like 25 of us going in total, 26 of us going. And I've looked at the menu, and even though there are some healthier choices on the menu, they're not vegan, and there's only one vegan choice, and that's I think it's either a pasta pomodoro or pasta puttanesco. So that's the only thing that we have to eat, so that's vegan. So even if it's got, I mean, obviously it won't have cheese on it, but even if it's got stuff in it that's not like olives and things like that, we're going to have to eat it because it's the only option to have to eat. And I didn't want to not go because I feel like it's like an important part of moving away and trying to make a network of friends is that you actually join in and stuff like that. So I really wanted to go, and I like all their company. And then this weekend, which is amazing, my daughter and her fiance are coming down to stay. So I'm so excited about that, so excited. And obviously we're not going to be just eating salad or just eating Slimming World food. So, and probably having a couple of drinks. So that's going to be a little bit food challenge wise. Exercise wise, it's going to be the same, just swimming and walking. My hip's been a little bit worse. I don't know why. I don't know whether I'm just not sleeping as well or what's happening. I don't know whether it's the extra lifting that I've been doing in the garden with all the big rocks. But yeah, my hip's been quite painful, like every day doing everyday things, even like sort of getting up and out of chairs and like doing really short walks. It's been very, very painful. And I hate taking tablets, but it's got to the point where I think I might have to start taking some painkillers. Haven't got dressed up in so long, so I had to take a picture and send it to my girls because I was so concerned it was a little bit clingy and I wasn't sure about my makeup. So yeah, I had to get some advice. So I've just been swimming again this morning, and I actually did get in. The waves weren't quite as bad. They were still quite strong, but they weren't quite as bad. But I didn't stay in very long because I've just got mouthful after mouthful of salt water because they were still hitting you really hard. And I've got like sand in my eye, I've got sand in my ears that like keeps pouring out every now and again. And then yeah, and I've literally got mermaid hair now, as you can see. Look at this, that's seaweed. That is literally mats of seaweed in my hair. That's crazy. And I went and had like a 10-minute shower in the outdoor shower there just to try and rinse off. I mean, I tried to rinse it off. Look how much is still in there. It's crazy. So good job. I am due to wash it today. So I'm going to have to literally put conditioner through it first and try and brush out some of the seaweed before I wash it. But yeah, that was good. Because the waves were a bit rough, some people went in and I just stood and watched. I went in as far as to get completely wet because the waves were literally coming over my head when I was standing there. Like I was basically knee deep in the water, but the waves were like sort of 5-6 foot high, so they were going over my head. And because they were like taking my feet from under me just standing there, I was like, no, I'm not going in. I think it's silly. I think I'll end up getting hurt coming out. And then yesterday we went down and the waves were even worse. So because I was already in my costume and everything, me and one of the other ladies, we just sat on a rock and we mermaided, which is just sitting there, letting the water coming up to us and just going over us and clinging onto the rock so we don't get washed away because it was so strong. But that was really nice. That was just like quite nice. And I know I've read somewhere about like the negative ions coming off the sea and off the waves and everything. That's actually really calming and really therapeutic to your brain and to your everything, to your whole body. So yeah, I mean, check it yourself. But yeah, it was about the negative ions that come off the sea when you're sitting by the sea. So you don't actually have to be in it. Just sitting by it is beautiful. I think I've got a clip. I'll put it in here. Went for a beautiful walk in the forest one evening with the dogs. I actually managed to, for the whole day, I think I went over 10,000 steps, so I was really over the moon about it. But yeah, not in just this walk, but for the whole day. I haven't been able to do that many steps for so long. So yeah, I was really pleased with myself to be able to walk as far as I did. I think it helped because I went to the chiropractor today, so that really helped me out. And they were all a bit spooked
very
because
good
there
sit.
was
Wait.
there was deer.
It's a very
not
good
deer.
sit, Lizzie.
There was ponies and there was cattle and donkeys all around, all making noise. So they were constantly looking around for them. While I was away at my daughter's cat sitting, I met up with some blue tits and I went lake swimming. So yeah, I mean, a short video this week, just as a catch up to like say I haven't finished doing it and I haven't stopped doing it. I'm just almost had a bit of a break from it, and it worked out that I ended up having my weigh in Saturday morning and my break was like Saturday to Saturday, well Friday to Saturday. So yeah, so missed a couple of weeks of weigh in, but only a week of actually doing Slimming Wild. Let's hope, fingers crossed, weigh in this Saturday goes well. I hope you all have a lovely week. I've got to go and get changed now because I was still in what I was wearing to the beach, and I have a bra full of little stones and shells that I collected as I was walking up, and I couldn't put them in my pockets because they would have fallen out of my pockets. So yeah, I've got a bra full of like tiny shells and stones that are pretty and things that I've picked up off the beach. But yeah, have a grand week and wish you luck, and yeah, hopefully you'll all carry on your journey, whether it's a weight loss journey. Oh, I forgot to say one other thing as well. Being in this group of wonderful people that support each other today, there's us women people. One of the ladies was given a big bag of clothes from somebody that had been losing weight and had gone down from like a size 24 to a size 12 and had all these clothes, and asked her if she wanted them. So she's gone through and taken out stuff that will fit her now and like stuff for the next size down because she's like gone down a size as well. And she said, she asked me yesterday, oh, what size are you? And I said, well, I'm here, but I'm like I was a 24, but it looks like I'm like, some of the things I'm buying is at 18 and some of the stuff I'm buying is at 20 now. So she said, oh, she said, I've got a bag of clothes. Do you want to go through the clothes, and anything that you don't think is your style or you don't think it's gonna be any good for you in like while you're losing weight, then put it back in the bag and give it back to me, and I've got someone else I'm going to pass it on to. So yeah, I think that's such a great way, because when you're losing weight and you're going down sizes, you don't want to keep redoing your wardrobe, so you carry on wearing stuff that is too big for you, and it's quite nice to have something new that you haven't paid for. And I thought that was a really cool way of reusing stuff as well. So I'm going to go through some clothes and hope there's some bits that I like If there is, I'll put them in here and you can have a look. But yeah, have a great week, all of you.